Hey y'all, it's Jessica from Sloppy Swatches. Today I have swatches of 4 of the magnetic polishes from the Masura line. These were sent to me for review from Polish Molish. I'll link her storefront and social media down below. The website is in Russian, and I believe that's the only place to pick up these polishes, so it can be a little bit hard to navigate unless you translate. I will have direct links in my blog post. If you're interested, I'll go ahead and leave that down below as well. I could not pick a favorite polish out of all of these 4. They're all my favorites. They're just really awesome with great formulas. So I'll go ahead and get into this swatch and review, and I'll also have a quick nail art look at the end. For my magnet today, I'm using this one that I picked up from Amazon. It is a very strong magnet. You don't necessarily have to use this one. Polish Molish also has one in her storefront, I believe. You can use whatever you have available to you, though, and you will get really fun results. So today I'm going to go in for a bit of a cat eye, so I'm going to be using the thin side of this magnet. So first up is the red Square Nebula, and this is the deep burgundy or maroon shade. It does have a very strong gold flash going on in the bottle here that didn't translate super well to the nail. It also has holographic micro flakies and that shimmer that's attracted to the magnet. So here's a quick brush shot, and I'll show you how the red Square Nebula swatched on my natural nail. So here is a look at that first coat. This polish does go on beautifully opaque in just one coat. It has a really smooth and easy to use formula. It is a little bit on the thicker side, but it is perfectly to my preference. It goes exactly where I put it. I didn't have any pooling even when doing thicker coats. I think that the number of coats that you need to do is going to depend on your personal preference. If you like to go in for thinner coats, you may need 2, but I think I could have absolutely gotten away with just 1 using every single shade. So there, I just angled that magnet from my tip to my cuticle. You can see there that it does mellow out. If you put the magnet on there too soon, it'll kind of wash away that strong, tight line, which I do prefer. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick second coat here just to re-wet that polish and get a stronger shift using my magnet. You could also top coat and then go in with your magnet again if you preferred. So I'm just going to hold it there for a little bit to make sure that it dries in a little bit of a tighter line. So here is a look at that completed mani before top coat. These do dry down glossy, but I do recommend a top coat. I had some chipping when I tried to wear them without a top coat. Here's a view from another angle in direct sunlight with top coat. Once you put on top coat, it is going to re-wet that polish, so you'll want to go back in with your magnet. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting, and then once more at an angle in direct sunlight. So next up is Blue Stars, and if I absolutely had to pick a favorite, it would be this one. This is a very deep teal mermaidy shade with, again, that metallic shimmer that's attracted to the magnet, as well as scattered holographic microflakes. So here is a quick brush shot, and I'll show you how Blue Stars swatched on my natural nail. Again, here is one easy coat. This one is maybe a little bit sheerer than the others. I was able to build it up to full coverage in one coat, though my camera did not want to focus on it here, so I am going to go ahead and show you what a second coat looks like. I did apply a bit of a thicker first coat here. You don't have to worry at all about the brush strokes that you can see unless you're not going to be using a magnet. When you don't use a magnet, though, those holographic microflakes kind of get lost in that metallic shimmer, so I definitely recommend it, even like a fridge magnet. So here I'm going in with my magnet at an angle. And I got a really pretty shift there. I am going to go ahead and show you what a second coat looks like, though, just to clean up those edges and to make sure that you can tell on camera how absolutely stunning this polish is. So here is my second easy coat. Again, just completely opaque, really easy to use. I did have a bit of mild staining around my cuticle area with this polish, so you may want to be wary of that. Again, I'm going to go in with that magnet. And you can see how it just instantly clears up that holographic glitter and makes it really come through. So here is a look at that completed mani before top coat. Here's a view from another angle in direct sunlight with top coat. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting, and then once more at an angle in direct sunlight. So next up is the Universe, and this is a deeper navy that has maybe a touch of purple in there. You do get a lot of that scattered holographic glitter as well as that metallic shimmer, and maybe a touch of gold in here as well. I'll go ahead and show you a brush shot, and I'll show you how the Universe swatched on my natural nail. So again, just a one easy coat. You can tell how awesomely opaque these are in just one stroke. I did go in for a nice thicker first coat here, and it did bring this one completely opaque. These also dry down fairly quickly, so you're not going to have to worry about doing a thick coat and then waiting forever for it to dry. These do dry down pretty nicely. So again, I'm just going to break out my magnet and show you what that looks like. It was just really fun to photograph, so I thought I would show you each nail because it just makes such a huge difference when that magnet pulls up all of its shimmer into a line. You can really tell how much scattered holographic is in these polishes. So here's a quick look at that completed mani before top coat. Here's a view from another angle in direct sunlight with top coat. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting, and then once more at an angle in that direct sunlight. So lastly today I have Andromeda's Nebula, and this is a very true violet deep purple shade with a lot of that metallic shimmer once more and those scattered holographic micro flakies. So here's a look at that brush shot, and I'll show you how Andromeda's Nebula swatched on my natural nail. So here is one easy coat. I think that I flubbed up a little bit. I had my magnet set close to my bottle, and I feel like it pulled a lot of that magnetic pigment to one side, so I didn't get a ton in this swipe. You'll be able to tell when I come through with my magnet. I did have complete opaque coverage here, but I just did not get enough of that magnetic shimmer. So I do recommend shaking your bottle pretty well and making sure that you don't stick your magnet to this side. You can tell there is a little bit there as it pulls it away from those holographic glitters, but when I shift my nail, it's just not as strong a shift as I was looking for. So I am going to let this dry and come back in and show you what a second coat looks like after I make sure that I shake my bottle. So here is just a quick second coat, and you can tell automatically I did get a ton more shimmer in this coat, so I think that was absolutely my fault. I think this would be a one coater if you don't mess up like I did. So again, with my magnet, I'm just going to pull it in a straight angled line, and I did get a much stronger shift. So here's a look at that completed mani before top coat. Here's a view from another angle in direct sunlight with top coat. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting, and then once more at an angle in direct sunlight. So lastly, I thought I'd share some really quick nail art with you. I'm just doing stamping over black, but I am absolutely blown away by the effect that the magnetic polishes add to this look. I'll be using my Golden Russian Petla plate. I'll link that down below. I was sent it by a friend. I'm going to go in the order that I swatched them and create a gradient on this far left image. It is very deeply etched, and I think that's going to matter when you go to stamp with these. I'm scrape downwards at a low angle and firmly, and then give an upwards roll with my Creative Shop stamper. I'll be stamping today over a black base. This is just Tux Polished Onyx, my all-time favorite black cream. And even before top coating or playing with the magnets, this is already an absolutely gorgeous look. You do get a lot of that scattered holographic glitter in there, even before messing with the magnets. So here is a look before top coat. Next, I'm going to be using Super Chick Lacquer's Liquid Macro. Using a top coat is going to put just enough solvents on that image to let it be manipulated by a magnet. I did learn that on my channel last time I was playing with magnetic polishes. Somebody gave me that tip, and it has opened up a whole new world for me. So once I apply that magnet, it almost looks like it sucks the pigment right out of the image, but you can tell when you shift the nail that light is still going to catch on all the different colors. So here's a look at the completed mani with top coat. I think this adds such a cool flocked effect. It almost like makes it look 3D. Here's a view from another angle in direct sunlight with top coat, and I couldn't be happier with how these turned out. This is my swatch photo in direct sunlight, and that wraps up today's swatch and review of some of the Masura magnetic polishes. I definitely recommend these, especially if you're into magnetic polishes or you just want really cool stamping polishes even to play around with. I'm super impressed with them. If you'd like to see more photos, I do have those available on my blog at sloppyswatches.wordpress.com, or you can follow me on Instagram at sloppyswatches. So thanks so much for watching, guys. See you next time.